Welcome back, family and fellow real estate enthusiasts. It's your trusted real estate advisor and favorite Carolina realtor with an exciting market update for the greater Charlotte region for July 2023. So if you're curious about home sales, pricing, and the overall market vibe, stick around because we've got all the details. And if you want info and data on just Charlotte proper, be sure to check out this video, that video. It should be a pop-up on here to check that video out as well. First, let's look at home sales. In June 2023, yes, it's the July update, but we look at June numbers. The Charlotte region saw a 22.1% decline in home sales compared to the same period last year. We had 4,161 homes sold, and that's a far cry from the 5,300 that sold during the same time last year. Now, don't worry, it is not all doom and gloom. Sales were actually up 4.4% compared to May of 2023. So we're headed in a positive direction, and we'll see if that trend continues. Real quick, if you haven't already, go ahead and download the Harrison Group app. I have tons of resources on there that can help you buy, sell, or invest here in the Carolinas. Also, you can look at properties and chat with my team and I directly. Now let's get back to the video. Secondly, I want to take a look at the positive areas in the greater Charlotte region. Now, there are some bright spots to celebrate, and for you, people that are looking to buy within the greater Charlotte region, that you might want to keep an eye out for. Data from Canopy MLS shows that Lincoln County experienced a 9% increase in home sales, while the rest of the area saw a significant decrease. And please get this, Denver, North Carolina, saw 31.7% growth in closed sales year over year. That's not a typo. 31.7%, almost 32% growth year over year in closed home sales. Now, a lot of that has to do with new construction, but if you're looking at an area where prices are going to go up higher, look no further than this small list right here. Now, Lincolnton, North Carolina saw a 13.5% increase year over year in closed sales. And Chester County, South Carolina, saw a huge, and this is not an overstatement or an exaggeration, a huge 65.2% surge in closings year over year. There's no other way to say it other than that is insane when you compare it to the other areas in the greater Charlotte region. So if you bought in those areas in the past year, I tip my cap to you. Now let's take a look at the inventory and supply challenges and how that is impacting the Charlotte market. Now, I say Charlotte market, the Charlotte region, what we're talking about in this video. There's no secret that two things are having a huge impact, not only on this region, but across the country. Low inventory and the high borrowing costs compared to this time last year. The combination of these two factors have led to a 6.2% drop in contract activity year over year. Now, 6.2% doesn't seem like a lot, but when you take that in conjunction with the drop in activity every single month, the impact is quite large. And in terms of supply, new listing activities, meaning new inventory that comes to the market, has declined almost 30%, 28.6% year over year, making it a challenge for buyers looking for something to buy. But if you look at those numbers from a seller's point of view, you are in a prime position because you're not faced with a lot of competition of other sellers on the market. Now let's talk about money. Here is the scoop regarding pricing. The median sales price in the Charlotte region was $389,900, which is a slight 2.5% decline from this time last year. But I invite you to look at this data as I'm looking at this. You see, as interest rates have been rising this year, just last month we were in the high sixes, sevens, and for some people we were in an 8% interest rate. Even during that high interest rate environment, pricing in the Charlotte region has remained relatively steady for the past few months. That shows the resiliency of our housing market. And while the general area had a slight decline in median sale price, it had an increase in the average sales price. And some areas like Tega Cay, South Carolina, and Huntersville, North Carolina, even saw year-to-date price increases. Now let me go back to the average sales price. The average sales price in the greater Charlotte region went up almost 3% year over year, and it now sits at just below $488,000. Now let's talk about the time on the market. Homes are staying on the market a bit longer than last year, but when you put them in historical context, they're still selling relatively quickly. The days on market right now averages around 29 days for June 2023. So as I looked at the data regarding the greater Charlotte region, I looked at places where there might be some opportunity to get a very good deal. And based on this month's data and looked at the past few months, I think Gastonia, North Carolina, as well as Cornelius, North Carolina, in addition to York County and Lancaster County, South Carolina, are some great values right now that are often overlooked when people are moving to the area. So there you have it. That is the scoop for the Charlotte region real estate market update for July 2023. Now, depending on who you've been listening to, this news may have shocked you. But if you've been following me for any amount of time, this news would not be a shock to you. And there are opportunities out there, and as your trusted real estate expert, I'm here to help you navigate this unique real estate market. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm Sir Ashley, your real estate advisor. Talk soon.